Game Day Battle where Cleveland sports news meets biased and outspoken opinion. We have a smaller Game Day crew here tonight because Dale couldn't make it, so I hope to have you back next week, Dale.
That's why we're smaller.
Yes. I don't know what that means. Yes, that's why we're a smaller group, Dale. Brad, thank you. Dale's not here. So anyway, we're going to soldier on. We have a Browns win to celebrate, so let's get the Browns win and we're going to celebrate the style. There's only one win, but it gets that monkey off our back. We're not going to go winless all season, and that's a huge relief. Somebody who doesn't worry about going winless, in fact, they may go lossless, and that is the Ohio State Buckeyes. We gotta give them some praise and look forward to the rest of the season. I want look at like traps, basically some place where we could end up with a loss, 2 losses, and of course we're not going to look at that last game of the season because that's an automatic win for us, or at least we're going to believe it is until it happens. So anyway, there's that. Cavs are playing some preseason now, so getting to see waiters on the floor, getting to see mix it up with Kyrie. So a little bit to cover there, but I think before we get into anything, I gotta introduce you guys, and then we'll jump into it. Ramon Torres, the man shows up to a party with a big ass jug of rum. Speaking of Puerto Rican, bring your rum. But yeah, rum and cigars. That's what he shows up with. So
sounded like a party to me.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good party thanks to that. So Brett Finnegan, who has just turned 45. I'm sorry, it's just turned 30.
3-0, man.
The big 3-0. Says the old man. And happy birthday to you. I know you celebrated it with family in North Carolina, right? The big bottle of Jameson, I hear, right?
Oh, yeah. My brother and I polished off a couple bottles of Jameson ourselves, and once that was over on Wednesday, we had to pawn off on everybody else. But
Game Day Battle is brought to you by Bamboozle's Restaurant and Lounge in Parma. They have the best drink specials anywhere. Seriously, buy one, get one free drinks. How often do you hear of it? You don't. They do it twice a week. Billy's mom makes the pasta sauce all the time, and the burgers, you simply won't find a better one. Check them out, bamboozles.com. Again, bamboozles.com. When you go there, tell them GDB sent you.
All right. Browns 34, Bengals 24. First game of
number one.
Number one win, yes. Still the cellar dweller in our division.
Doesn't matter. You're on 5. You're still number 1 in Cleveland Hearts.
That's right. And it was a division team, so we got to have a division win, and that makes it a little bit more sweet. It's also a team that's kind of been a rival, not like Pittsburgh, but they've been a more reasonable rival because we've actually beat them a few times over the past 4 or 5 years. So it was good. First half was not. The first half, it looked like we were going to get just railroaded, and the Cincinnati offense was pretty much operating flawlessly up until that very last few seconds of the first half. Could have gone for the field goal, didn't get the line in time. Something started unraveling right there. They're a very disciplined team, and I watched them a lot, and they started coming unraveled there. Came out in the second half, and it didn't get any better. Now, I'm not going to take anything away from the Cleveland win at all, but we took advantage of a team that was self-destructing in front of us. What made me feel good about it was, in that situation, in the past, over the past, 11 games we've lost, we've been given, take the first game of the season, we've been given gems, just given a win on a platter, and we fumble it, we mess it up in some way. We didn't do that. In fact, we were strong and solid and took care of every opportunity that we had. So let's just take a quick look down the line here. Brandon Weeden, he threw a pick. He did throw 2 touchdowns, and he only had a 58% quarterback rating. So it's easy to look at the win and look at the score and think that Brandon Weeden's coming around. I heard that so much on a lot of the talk on the radio, and I actually read a story where Brandon Weeden's finally finding himself in the NFL. And I think that if you're finding yourself in the NFL, and if you deserve some praise, you would have done some miraculous things, or at least shown that you can do these miraculous things. I didn't see it. I saw some decent passes, some sharp passes. They do that slant, and that slant is deadly. They do it very well. I've said that before. but he's hitting receivers that had a ton of space, and that Cincinnati secondary is soft and injured and very, very loose, and they've been that way all season. So I'm not real enthused with Weeden still at this point, especially when your boy Brady Quinn came in for Kansas City, I believe, and I think he had a higher quarterback rating, and he had similar stats to what Brandon Weeden did. So.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, Kansas City's defense really gave up on that team in that game, I should say, because honestly, I've heard a lot of people, from today and yesterday, it was like that wasn't Quinn's fault. The defense really gave up on that game and all that. But either or, that's Brady Quinn. He's in the past. Yes, he's Notre Dame, but he's Kansas City. Who can give two shits about him? I'm worried about this Cleveland Browns team, and I honestly agree with you, Mike. It was against a Bengals defense secondary. They only had one interception coming into this game. Mm-hmm. That's nothing. That's college football.
Well, what I see happening is him staying. Midway through the season, you want to fire nobody. To be honest with you, this team has looked bad, but they also look good. We go on show on Monday Night Football. We wasn't no slouch. You know what I'm saying? We came out and showed what we could do. Thursday night, we were out there showing what we could do. Or was it a Thursday game? I'm thinking Monday night. It was Thursday night. Sorry about that. But Thursday night, we wasn't no pushover versus Baltimore. We gave them a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the team is heading somewhere in a good way, but for him to be our head coach the rest of the season is what I see happening. I don't think they're going to get rid of him mid-season. New owners who come in tend to leave the head coach and everybody in the office the whole season. Especially it took so long for him to come or get the team, I'd say. So I don't see it happening. I see him being here for the rest of the year, and then look for the all season, see who gets fired from somewhere else. Maybe the Eagles head coach get and that's who he got ties with. He's going to bring that GM over here from the Eagles. So who knows?
Hey, if the Indians can get Francona, I just think anything can happen.
Anything is possible.
Right. Maybe we would get a big name in here.
Let's not get on that subject right now.
So let's
talk about the Browns.
Let's see what happens. I see him being here for the rest of the year. Anybody who watches football, you see that most head coaches don't get fired. Who's going to step up in there?
You fire a head coach in the middle of the season because the owner hates him or is ticked off at him. There's some sort of rift. He said something. You're making a statement. Yeah,
it's too fresh, and he doesn't know half of what's going on right now. Hasn't just got the team. He doesn't know what's going on yet.
The other reason that an owner would step in like this and fire a head coach mid-season is because he likes one of his underlings to step up and become the coach. So in that case, you want to get the guy out of here that you're not going to keep, so the guy you are going to keep can at least get into that mode, and he's not starting off as a rookie next year, rookie head coach. Of course, if we go with the offensive coordinator and move him up, he's already been a coach.
Yeah.
If we go defensive coordinator, that's not true. If we happen to go, I don't know, president of the company, he's already been a coach. But maybe it's nice to get one of those guys in and sort of manipulating the system and working the system in a season where they're allowed to lose. They're allowed to just gut things, mix up the playbook. It's not about winning this year. It's about getting yourself ready for next year. That's why it would be a good reason to do it. If no other reason to get rid of Shurmur right now is that pathetic speech afterwards in the locker. Did you hear that? Oh my God! It's your first win of the season.
Hold on.
First of 11 games, and the guy was basically putting everybody to sleep with his. Do you like this? This is the winning feeling, and this is why we like Sundays, because you can win and it feels good, and you can feel this way if you want to. If you work hard, you can continue feeling this way because we win and it felt good.
Oh my
God! It was so pathetic. Happen by cutting Shurmur tomorrow and we've got experience in our staff.
John Gruden right in.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to get John Gruden no matter what. We can
I don't want
forget
John
that.
Gruden whatsoever.
John Gruden has no reason to come here, and the only reason he might is because Haslam might have some backdoor sort of access to him, and he's just like, dude, come here, just like Lerner did for Holmgren. Come here, and I will make you bigger than you were at any point in your Tampa Bay years and any of that.
No, he wasn't big in Tampa Bay either because
he was what
Super Bowl winning coach, man.
whose team was that? That was Tony Dungy's team that actually won the Super Bowl because John Gruden took over for that team that year and they went to the Super Bowl. That was Tony Dungy's team.
Okay.
And then Tony Dungy went to Indianapolis and guess what he started?
If you're going to
He started a Super Bowl team with Peyton Manning, and they won the Super Bowl also.
If you're going to credit the guy that was there before, that means that when a guy steps in and changes things, and makes all the difference. Hey, look at the Mancini built Jets. They were an anemic team. They were a team that had a lot of talent and couldn't do anything. Rex Ryan goes in, and the first year he has them in the playoffs.
Yep.
And I think they won the first round of the playoffs.
That doesn't matter. That's everybody gelling together. It takes time for everybody to gel together.
No, it also takes...
That was Eric Mangini's team before he came to Cleveland.
Okay, he put the pieces together.
Yeah.
He put the pieces together, but he couldn't make it a winner. And that's the biggest difference.
Because nobody has himself time. Nobody gives himself time whatsoever.
Look, okay, look at. There's a lot of teams that you could look at, like Lewis and Fisher.
The Texans stuck with one coach after a while, and look at them now. They got a backup quarterback in Matt Schaub, and Matt Schaub they became a playoff team.
They've had a couple playoff.
They canned their head coach.
They've had a couple.
They had a couple head coaches.
There's only two that I know of, and it's the guy that Kubiak is right now. I actually think he was there when they moved to Houston.
No.
They couldn't even buy a win.
Okay, either or. If Kubiak wasn't there, but he was still only the second coach that's been there at Houston. But Houston's only been in the league for what, like 8 years?
Yeah, they've only been around for a short period of time. That's all neither here nor there. There's
here and there.
It doesn't matter because there are examples of guys that step in and do really well. There are examples of guys that spend 6 or 7 years building.
For a team that have like a Tony Dungy on their team that drafts most of their players on that team, and then the next year figure out either leaves or gets fired. Guess what? Those players that he drafted are still on that team, and just because a new head coach comes over doesn't mean that it was his whole ordeal, because it's the players that he drafted that made that team a Super Bowl team.
And why wasn't
the same with Eric Mangini?
Fine, he's a good talent scout, but why wasn't he able to get them to gel and work together in the same way the new guy did? And that's the difference.
Obviously, it was if he went to Indianapolis and got everybody to gel there and won a Super Bowl.
He didn't win the next.
Did he have some help from Peyton something or other? Maybe
it doesn't matter, but it was up to him to draft
Peyton quarterback in the league, and you're winning games. It's not a hard equation.
No, hold on, timeout. Peyton Manning may be the quarterback, but guess what? You need an offensive line. You need receivers. Who thought of Pierre Garçon come in as a wide receiver to become
later on?
No, it doesn't matter. He still won a Super Bowl with them. Did he not?
And and was that not Peyton Manning?
Donald Brown. Who thought of Anthony Gonzalez, who came from Ohio State, that gassed himself up in an oxygen chamber before every fucking game to become a Super Bowl champion? He's got more rings than Cleveland Browns does right now.
Pick every single receiver that's ever played on a Peyton Manning team and look at them. Because you're going to find they weren't much, they were great with Peyton Manning, and they didn't go on to much after that. It's just the way that it works. Peyton Manning look at the Denver Broncos.
Brandon Stokely. Right now, he was with Indianapolis, got cut, went back somewhere else, and
now look where he's at.
Denver. Back here.
Right, in Denver with Manning.
Because that's the only time he can shine is with Peyton Manning.
He didn't shine with Indianapolis when he was quarterback.
Yeah, he did?
No, he didn't. Look up the stats. If he didn't get cut from he got cut from Indianapolis, so obviously he didn't shine very enough.
Denarius Thomas, Taney. I mean, look at these guys that are just blowing up on Denver. And why? Because Peyton Manning knows how to get them the ball.
They're 3-3 right now. They're not blowing up all over the place. Eric Decker? Are you effing kidding me right now? No. Eric fucking Decker?
No, Eric Decker, but that was good, and Eric Decker's not.
So you can't say all the receivers.
No, he's doing well. wins are not always examples how good the receivers are doing. Look at what the receivers are doing. And I know because I've got half that Denver team on a couple of different fantasy teams. I can see that shit, and I see how well they do.
Well, maybe you should be there for your fantasy draft every once in a while.
Well, you should, because I drafted poorly. Anyway.
I was there.
It's time for final score, and we have to put our name and our reputation up against some numbers and see what the Browns can do this coming week. We have Indianapolis. We're in Indianapolis, right?
Mm-hmm.
1 o'clock in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Dome, or whatever the hell they call that big-ass cathedral they've got over there. Weeden versus Andrew Luck.
Battle of the rookies.
Battle of the rookies. Their defense, not so hot. Our defense, pretty damn good. Their quarterback, pretty freaking good. Our quarterback, we'll see. We probably have a few more weapons, but you know, Richardson might be back, that kind of thing. Let's just start with Ramon Torres. This Sunday, 1 o'clock, game starts. 3.5 hours later, what are we looking at?
Browns get their second win in a row.
Second win in a row.
First time, who knows when. But yeah, I don't see any threat that the Colts have that can stop us. You know, they're not the Colts of the past. Yeah, they got Andrew Luck, and that's all they're based their whole team on is luck, literally.
Well played.
Yeah, but you know, I'm one of those conspiracy theorists on how their performance on Monday night had a lot to do with that guy and the cancer, and they needed to win, and that kind of boost the whole morale of the team.
So what? And
all that, you know, hoorah.
So through a game, is that what you're saying?
Why not?
Through a game because the other team's coach is sick?
But you know, it just boosts the whole.
Alright. It's a little convenient, you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me some numbers.
Browns win 28-14.
Colts.
2014
for the Browns. I'm gonna say 24-21 Browns. I'll give them 21.
All right. Well, that's a good solid game, and that would be a nice performance after last Sunday.
But I'm hoping run again. But
well, you know, I'm hoping for some luck, and the real luck, not Andrew Luck. But that wasn't even intentional until I said it. But yeah. Anyway, so I'm hoping for some luck this Sunday. I don't think we're going to get it. I'm looking at a low-scoring game, just because I think that our offense still looking for some rhythm, and we're going to be a little too maybe egotistical after last week. We're going to think that a lot of things are going to work that aren't. Somebody's going to start playing these slants, and once they do, I don't know what we've got, and I don't know if Richardson's going to be back. I don't know if he's going to be healthy, and we're going to have a tough time offensively. And I don't think Andrew Luck has had the misfortune of going up against what is becoming a very good and solid defense with Hayden back now. So I'm looking at about a 17-14 game. Yes, that's 2 touchdowns for us. 2 touchdowns and a field goal for them, and we lose. So sorry about that. What are you doing, man?
taking the wax off with his table up.
Alright, so we have a very small amount of time left, and we are going to, that's the small amount of time he's trying to show you, but actually, yeah. We are going to raise our beers, and we get to do this to somebody we love, somebody we hate. We get to vent for a little bit. It's our moment, maybe our two moments. Yes, to shine. I would like to start tonight off with this mouth right here.
Oh, really?
Brett Finnegan on his 30th birthday show.
Oh man, I got two actually, which is awesome.
All right.
I want to thank everybody out there for being very humble and wishing me a 30th birthday. It was great to see. I was on vacation. I got nothing but great texts from everybody and all the Facebook statuses. Here's to my next 30 years. To my whole family that went on vacation with, that made it that possible, and to make a great 30th birthday the way it was pretty awesome, and something to remember. My number 2 is fuck baseball. Guess what's in town is fucking hockey. Started this past weekend with the Monsters going 1-1 against Oklahoma City. Underneath the new head coach, Dean Chenoweth. And you know what? The AHL is live and rocking because there's no NHL. We're the #1 league right now. And for over 13,000 people to show up on a Friday night for our first game. We have over about 20,000 for the first 2 days in the NHL. That's fucking awesome. And here's to you, all you Monsters fans showing up, and all the past and previous. I saw there all the photos on Facebook about the past and the present alumni and the present Mon squad right now. So here's to you, and here's to a great season. We're 1-1. Let's cap it off this past week on the road and back home 26-27. The Wickens will ring there for you. So here's to the Monsters, and AHL hockey is the #1 fucking league in the hockey world right now. So
That's pretty incredible. Mr. Torres.
beat that motherfucker.
Yeah, beat that.
I will.
You got nothing.
With a new era in 2 different sports in this city, with football, with Jimmy Haslam being a new owner of the Cleveland Browns, I'm happy about that. And also with the hiring of Terry Francona, the start of a new era, bringing in a winning head coach and a winning owner, and that's what I'm talking about. Somebody that wants to be proud about this city and bring this city some championships, and I'm all for it. And I hope, Francona, your first thing you sign is to contract off of damn Hafner and Sizemore. Let them fuckers go. Haslam, when you come in, clean house, hey, start fresh and let's build something new in this city. And I'm excited about it because I'm right behind you guys.
Very cool.
I will raise that with you.
Yeah, I like that.
Mike.
Well, Brett, you kind of stole my thunder a little bit because I'm just I want to raise my beer to the action down at the Q, and I'm talking about the Cavs are back, and I hate this time of the year when a new season starts and you're just barely or midway through the current sports season, and you're looking forward to the next thing. So the Cavs, you are my favorite team right now because the Browns, well, we won a game and we're not going to win very many more. And the Indians, whatever, they're a long ways away from playing, and we'll see what Francona can do with that. So right now, it's about the Cavs. Waiters is out there mixing it up with Kyrie. Verjau's out there. I mean, the team has been built. It's been slowly growing. Gilbert's been throwing whatever he could at it. And I think this is the point where everything starts to come together a little bit. And watch, Waiters is going to be a vicious force off the side there. So
they won tonight, by the way, in overtime, 114 to 111 against the Magic in Cincinnati. But you know what? It's only preseason, and I honestly cannot wait for this Cavaliers season. I think we have a great group of kids, and
well, you know, it's pretty much preseason for like the first month anyway. So I'm looking forward to getting that over with too. To where it gets where it matters. So anyway, Dale, hope to have you back next week, and had a good time, guys.
Same here.
Until next week,
battle on.